What is going on? I'm zmoT. Thankfully, today is War Factory Day because I don't think I can put out a Warships video today. I've got a couple tips for you. They're very, very simple, and that is use shock knuckles, use shock knuckles, use shock knuckles. If you're struggling, shock knuckles can clear all of the mines and make it possible to get some engine rooms. I'm going to keep it that simple. Warships not doing well. Me and other boom tubers have yelled and screamed, and hopefully this never happens again. I'm confident that we've yelled and screamed as loud as we possibly can. But my goodness. Now, this War Factory is interesting. I am loving this at first glance. We've got grapplers everywhere. We've got zmo's protecting all of the rocket launchers. This is going to be tough for low levels because those rocket launchers are not going anywhere. Whew, I like this a lot. Those zmo's, do not try and smoke past 6 zmo's. You will come out the other end with 0 troops left over. It will not be pretty. I do not recommend it at all. Let's see if we can find somewhere that those zmo's are not going to range. Oh man, this is so good. I don't even know what we're going to do, but I like this a lot. This just like got me out of my Warships doldrums. So thank you, Supercell, for putting this in. These rocket launchers do not have a lot of health, so I'm going to go full on dum-dum mode. We could waste an attack and try and get Sparky out there and watch Sparky die, or we can just use artillery and barrage. Now, I am only HQ17, so my artillery and barrage are not super duper high level, but as you can see, we managed to get those down to a reasonable level. Excuse me. That's it. That's all we're doing for attack number 1. No need to get super fancy. Now what we're going to do is exactly the same thing. We are going to get rid of these rockets. Should be able to get rid of them in 1 more artillery, picking up 6 in the process. And now, don't drop your troops under smoke, whatever the heck you do. Now, you should be using your friend Rifleman. Get Rifleman out front as much as you possibly can. You should also be using Critter Swarm, so do as I say, not as I do. This is a big mistake by me not bringing any rifles out, but all you really need to do at this point is walk forwards. Get some buildings destroyed, move forwards, and you're going to be able to take down this War Factory. It looks incredibly difficult, and that's because it is. All of these buildings will melt your troops if you look at them individually, but as a whole, we should be able to get rid of these things without a ton of difficulty. Just need to keep Everspark moving forwards, keep our troops moving forwards, and this attack is super dumb. It's super brain dumb. Anyways, it's easy. That's all I'm trying to say. Keep your troops moving forward. You're going to have to wait a little bit of time to reload those troops because they're going to get melted, but you can walk through all of this stuff using rifles and zookas. We're going to spend some diamonds because why the heck not? We're going to get some riflemen out front, and the reason for riflemen is you get twice as many riflemen as zookas, which means twice as many shots in the face. We are going to switch Everspark's ability for the one we should have been using, which is Critter Swarm. You could also consider using Kavan here. Kavan's going to bring back some riflemen, but the thing about Everspark is she brings out troops all the time, not just when you use gunboat energy, and that is where she is incredibly useful. So we are going to throw our shock right about here. All of our riflemen moving on forwards. The problem is they're heading off to that left-hand side because I dropped them poorly, and now we're just going to keep all of them moving forwards. Everspark is already dead. Somehow, some way, those zmo's decided they were going to take her. Kind of like how zmo's always seem to take brick. Herb expires. Need to turn that on as we keep moving forwards. My Do Not Disturb turns off at about the time that I like to do my Warships videos, which is always to the detriment because I have to go back and edit my videos after the fact. But as you can see here, we have done 3 attacks, well actually only 2 with troops, and we have made our way all the way up to that core. So dumb. Don't need a ton of skill, which is always beneficial because it means that anyone out there can take it down. It is going to take some time. I don't recommend using diamonds necessarily. If you have instant training, this is going to be an easy War Factory for you. as those critters get out front, keeping our riflemen alive, keeping Everspark alive, and now we just need to cruise through all of this stuff. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. All those critters are going to help. All of the shocks. We've got tons of gunboat energy left, even though I have terrible, terrible gunboat energy statues. And now we just need to get rid of these last 3 machine guns, and then we should be absolutely, absolutely golden. Speaking of golden, it is golden times over on Brawl Stars. Yes, I do play more than one Supercell game. I don't like to advertise it too much because for whatever reason, Boom Beach players get super duper sensitive about those sorts of details. And now at this point, burning through that shield, or lack thereof, burning the headquarters I should say. No effort required at all, just walk up and blow it up. We will try and do this with a max level account, do something ever so slightly different. Not quite sure what we're going to do, but stick around. We'll come back with a max level account, or even 2, and see just what the heck we can do. And yes, I am aware we could just barrage the headquarters, artillery the headquarters, because there's no shield. We're not going to do that, though. We do that every month or so, just to remind people. But back in a sec. Okay, we're going to go with this account. War Factory. Very, very curious to see what the heck we can do. Grapplers over here are going to be a bit of a problem. I just want to try to walk up there and get past all of these things and see what happens to our troops. I feel like this is going to be an absolute, absolute massacre. I think those zmo's are going to kill all of our troops, but maybe, just maybe, we can send it in there and have them attack Bullet and kill Bullet to start with. Maybe. I don't really think this is going to work. We're going to use Shock Knuckles simply because Shock Knuckles actually are doing good things on war ships. Sorry, brain trying to combine the different aspects of Boom Beach. And now we're going to watch all of these troops die. zmo's are ruthless. They shoot so incredibly fast, and we are going to lose troops so fast, and I just wanted to try to smoke past them just out of curiosity to see exactly how many troops we're going to lose. And if you're wondering what the heck those critters are there for, those critters are there simply to keep some of our troops alive. Those zmo's are going to eat them for absolute breakfast. We're doing all right, though. I'm kind of surprised as to how many troops we still have left. I'm going to shock right about there, and right about there, I think, should maybe do it. And all of our zookas pounding away at that core. Down goes War Factory, just like that. Kind of happy with that, to be honest. Thought the zmo's were going to eat a lot more troops, but if you look at my troop numbers, they ate a ton of zookas. So if you don't have Bullet and critters, you're probably going to come out the other side with no zookas left. Anyways, that is all for me today. War Factory, lots and lots of interesting stuff. I gotta say, I love it when War Factory is difficult. I know that's not super fair for low levels, but it just makes it interesting, adds a little bit of spice, and I am all about adding spice and hot sauce. I put hot sauce on everything. I am that guy. Nonetheless, as always, thank you for coming in. Hit me up in the comments. Let me know how terrible this season of Warships is for you. If you have anything that's making it fun or enjoyable or helping you succeed, please let me know as well. I will pin that comment in a heartbeat. Anyways, as always, thanks for coming in. I'm zmoT. Peace.